Hi everybody, welcome back, or hello if you're new. I'm Feb and today we're going to do Skyrim Alchemy Part 2. So I made a few potions a week or so back and they are on the shelf behind me. I have a herbology shelf, above that the Skyrim shelf, and above that will be my Harry Potter potion shelf, and that's to come. So today's ingredients and potions, I thought it would be interesting to do both, but also something else which is neither. So I got out my cookbook, here it is. And I was looking through this for some inspiration and I came across Long Taffy Sweets, and I looked them up in Skyrim because those are the sort of things that you see knocking around every whit and while. You pick up, you eat them, you don't really think about them. Well, I didn't anyway, because they're not an alchemical ingredient, they're a food. But then I looked at it and I thought, it might be fun to try making those. So if you saw my unboxing, the unboxing video, but also the Leaping Toadstools video, particularly the latter, you'll see that I had a whole bunch of clay left over, and this is just air drying clay. So I have made some taffy. I didn't want to make real taffy because it's going to go off and go rotten. So I made some out of clay. I'll put them in this pot for now. And basically what I did is I just rolled them out between my fingers and then let them dry, painted them red, and then went over them when they were dry with a bit of water and some pink luster just to make them a bit more interesting. So I have made a label, which I've put somewhere now, can't find, obviously. And I thought we'd decorate this together. I mean, this is just a plastic thing. It had jelly beans in it from my unboxing video for the Lonely Broomstick. It was full of jelly beans. I didn't really like them, actually. I had a couple, they were all right, but they weren't, particularly flavourful. So I thought I would repurpose the jar, and so hence. This is kind of cool, I like it. But yeah, I didn't think that real taffy would be a good idea. So yeah, I just made these. So that's going to be the first project. I thought we'd also have a go at unmelting snow and maybe Dwarven Oil and Blisterwort and maybe Blue Dartwing, depending on how much time I've got, because it's quite late in the evening now. I'm going to start a couple of them tonight and then carry on tomorrow. Okay, so let's get on with decorating the taffy. Okay, I think I've got everything that I need to decorate this pot. So I'm trying very hard not to make it look Honeydukes, but to make it look Skyrim. But, the Skyrim taffy is just kind of sitting around, isn't it? It's not like it's even in a pot or a jar or a basket or anything. It's just there. So for our purposes, just to make this, a bit more interesting, I thought I'd make a label. So this is just some string. It's Christmas string, actually. It's pink and white with a little bit of cardboard. I've got a couple of snowberries, some ribbon. I couldn't find a sort of deep cerise pink, so we're going with red. And I thought we'd put a seal on this. And yeah, that's basically what I'm going to do to this. So first of all, let me show you the label that I made. I will leave you a link for this in case you want to download it for yourself. So let me see if I can get this into focus. There we go. Long Taffy Treats. So this is Black Cat Apothecary, Long Taffy Treats, Fortifies Smithing. There we go. And restores health, and then the established date at the bottom. Okay, so it's super simple sticker, but I think it's kind of Skyrim-esque. It certainly fits in with everything else that I've done so far. All right then, so I'm going to get some glue. I knew there was something I'd forgotten. And then I'm going to stick my label to the pot, BRB. Okay, so that's done with just a bit of PVA glue. And then for the label, which as you can see, I literally just tucked the string through this, I'm going to make a seal and probably make it pink because, why not? Very Skyrim. But I feel like it'll just be more cohesive that way, make it a red and pink thing. So it's going to take a while for this wax to melt. So I'll leave that in there doing its thing. And I got this super cute cat print because we are the Black Cat Apothecary, is actually a bit too large for this. So I'm going to do it on, instead of putting the wax straight onto the label, I'm going to put it onto some Bako foil or aluminium foil, set it on that, and then I'm going to glue it to the label, and that way it won't sort of spill everywhere else. Okay, this pale pink looks like ice cream. I could eat it, I'm not even joking. Okay, so just pouring it out. And then I will use my little cat paw print, leave it there for a second or two, and then just clean this out. By the way, if you ever wonder how to clean these things out, whilst they're still hot, clean the bottom because they'll have all kinds of schmang on it from the candle. And then whilst it's still warm, but hopefully not boiling hot, just get a tissue or kitchen roll and you'll be able to clean it out quickly and easily without burning yourself. Ready for your next application. Okay, so oh my god, that's lovely. Okay, so this is the seal, and you probably can't see it, but one of the little beans is in the shape of a love heart because I'm a big softie. Okay, so I'm just going to glue that onto here when it's fully set, and then I'm going to pop it around the rim of my bottle, and I'm going to tie it with a bit of red ribbon. Okay, all right, so that's this first one finished. I have attached the label with the seal on, and then on the top I didn't want to seal this with wax or anything because, you know, this isn't edible, so you're going to want to be able to get into it. So I have left the top as being able to screw on and off, and I just put in a couple of like little fancy snowberries and a bit of ribbon around the top just to make it complete. Okay, so that can go on the shelf, and we'll move on to a potion. Okay, day 2 and fresh from the shower with still damp hair. Today we're going to make Dwarven oil. That's going to be the first thing. So not a potion, but a liquid ingredient. And there's a ton of ways that you can go about doing these. So I have here my little case full of the things that I think I'm going to need. So again, I'll put you into top-down view and I'll show you how we make it. Okay, I think I've got everything that I need here. First of all, I'm going to make this one out of rubbing alcohol with a drop of glycerin. You could do a myriad other things. For example, I mean, this is glitter glue. As soon as I saw this, I thought, ooh, Spriggan sap. But yeah, not today. I've also got ironing water, which is basically just distilled water. £1 a blinking thing these days. Oh my God. I remember when they used to be 10p. I'm not even joking. And I know that makes me sound super old. Hang on. But now, just instead of plain distilled water, you get this stuff, ironing water, and it's basically this distilled, but they've added a fragrance to it, which I don't actually care for, but never mind. So you could use that with a drop of alcohol in it to stop the water going manky, and a drop of glycerin, or you could use something like this, hand sanitizer or hair gel. This one's got bubbles in, which is why I picked it up, because I thought that would be smashing for some upcoming things that I intend to do. So, okay, those are what I'm talking about. I've got some green sealing wax. The actual bottle, so this bottle came from a garden centre, and English garden centres are the best in the world. Well, British garden centres. They sell everything, home goods, baked goods, there's a butcher's, there's a grocer's, there's a clothing section, toys, games, cards. These are just in addition to plants for indoors and out. They literally sell everything you could possibly want. So they have an array of these type of things. I picked this one up. It came corkless, but I found a cork in my little bag of many sized corks, which fits perfectly for our purposes. I'm going to use some luster today. I've done a dry run with this already. I've chosen champagne golden and bronze, a mixture of these two pearl powders. And we have our label. So I made this one, and again I'll leave you the link for it, so if you want to use it you can. And by the way, on the subject of the labels, They might not be the right size for you. If you've got WordPad on your PC, you can resize them to any size you want. Just right click on the picture and resize it. Some cord and some glue and my little pussycat paw print for making a seal. And then I'm going to use a bit of chain. So this is just an old piece of chain that I took off a time turner, Harry Potter time turner necklace, and the thing was so long it came down to my navel, so I took a whole bunch off. And inside this little box we have all sorts of goodies. There's dwarven cogs and all sorts of things, so I thought we'd use a few of those as well. Okay, after all that, let's get on with it. Okay, so for my dry run, what I did was I put 1 drop of glycerin in this little thingy, and I put in the rest of topped it up with rubbing alcohol, put in a dab of this one and a dab of that one, and this is what you get. So I gather that the idea is the glycerin should help the luster stay longer, and give you this. I mean, look at that. It is gorgeous. So pretty. I'm very happy with it. Oh, the light is right on that right now, but I think it's going to look nice in this bottle. I went for this deeper colour so that hopefully we can actually see it, but I'll tip that in for now. Whoa, I made a lovely mess. Okay, luckily I came equipped. Knowing my propensity for mess, I have got a funnel somewhere, but could I find it? So we're stuck with this. Oh my goodness, you can see it through the glass quite well, actually. I'm really happy with that. Okay, so there's a bunch of luster left in the bottom, so again I'm just going to top that up with the alcohol and then give it a hello. The lid was still on. And then give it a swirl. Wow, you really don't need much at all, honestly. I just use this little thing and put a tiny bit on the end of each of those 2 colours, and there may well be enough. I haven't used any food colouring or anything for this, just because I felt like it was probably a bit redundant with the colour that this has actually come out. Oh my god. This is a terrible pourer, let me tell you. It's your worst. Ooh, smells so bad in here right now. Okay, I'm going to just top it up straight from the bottle. And I'm going to make it a nice full one. Alcohol's quite expensive, actually, rubbing alcohol here in the UK. I don't know what it's like abroad, but yeah, it certainly is quite expensive. Okay, that looks perfect. That looks like Dwarven oil to me. Okay, I don't think it needs any more luster either, so I'm just going to add a drop more of the glycerin, literally just a drop. 2 drops. And just give it a quick stir. Oh, that is so nice. Okay, and then I'm going to glue in the cork. Right here, I've got my 2 cogs on the end of the chain, just glued down. The glue is currently drying. So I will glue in the cork and then we'll move on to the next part. All right, so I have glued on my label, glued in my cork, and I have glued on these little cogs on the end of the chain, and I'm really liking the way that this is looking. Actually, it occurred to me afterwards, you know what, you don't even need to go to all the bother, do you, of making the actual alcohol potion. You could just use bubble bath. I mean, this is from Makeup Revolution. I think I got it just because I thought it was super cute and I could use it as a button jar when I finished the contents. But yeah, this also has a luster swirl in it. I'm going to use a white bubble bath for one of the Harry Potter potions, probably unicorn tears. I think it would be good for that. But anyway, back to now and our dwarven oil. I'm going to cord the top of the bottle here, and then I'm going to add a seal. Okay, I thought we'd be a bit extra and have 2 coloured strings. So we've got the grey and the lighter brown, which I thought were really nice together. Okay, so for the top, the seal. Okay, that should about do it. Nice and smooth and metallic and gorgeous. I absolutely love this wax. So pretty. Okay. Wipe off my little wand. There we go. Oh my god. Did you see the wax bubble then? Oh, how interesting. I bet that's because of the alcohol and the extreme heat. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, that's worth knowing. All right, then. So for the top of this one, I don't intend to put on a seal after all. I changed my mind. I thought instead we'd use an actual cog. So I found this one. It's quite plain, but I like it. Oh, look how bubbly that's gone. That is such a cool effect. Oh, I really like it. Okay, well, I'm just going to pop this on the top and then try and get it centered. Just for something a bit different, you know? So that they all don't all look the same. There we go, that's about right. That'll do. Oh, I like it. Okay, so that's the end of that one. I'll just clean out my thingy and then I will show you a bit clearer. Okay, so here she is in all the glory. I absolutely love this. This might be my favorite one that I've made so far, honestly. I just think that is exquisite. I'm so happy with it. Okay, so that's one is definitely for the shelf. I also am glad that I put the seal here at the top because just in case the alcohol decides to start evaporating through the cork. I gather that rubber corks are the way to go with these things, but I don't really like the look of them, although actually you can't even see it, so who would know? But yeah, I think that came out pretty good. All right then, let's move on and do something else. Okay, I fear this video is going on a bit, so I'm going to just do one more today, and I'm going to do Blisterwort. Here's the label. Let me get it in a bit closer for you. There you go. And again, I'll leave you the link if you need this or would like it. I think it's cute. I love those little mushrooms on it. Okay, so not blowing my own trumpet or anything. I just think that's such a cute design. All right then, so I've got this bottle. It's like a little baby milk bottle, not too big, not too small, perfect in between sort of size. And I've got these foam mushrooms. So these came from Temu, but honestly, you could just pull them off your old autumn decorations, or you can pick them up all over the place, craft shops and whatnot. So I'm just going to put a few in here. They're nice and shiny. I love that. And what I've done already is I've just cut the bottom off of one of them so that it can sit on our cork. Okay, that's plenty. And then again, I'm going to glue this in because I'm never going to use it. And I'm going to glue on the label and then I shall prepare. Oh, I know. Let's see if I can find a little mushroom charm. I think I've got one somewhere. Okay, BRB. So I have added a little silver mushroom charm to the side of the bottle and corded that, added the label, and now I have picked out a few dried flowers. I thought they might look nice with the mushroom. We'll see. I mean, you know, I'm just playing it by ear here and seeing what happens. I can always undo it if it looks terrible, but I thought we'd go for a pale green seal this time on the top. And then I can embed into that the dried flowers and the mushroom. That's the plan anyway. I don't like it. Okay, change of plan. I didn't like the way that came out at all. It just looked weird to my eye anyway. It was, no. If the mushroom cap was bigger, then I think it would have worked. But because this is so small, I mean, I could make one out of clay, but can I be bothered today? Probably not. So I'm just instead going to go to my original plan, and that is cover that with wax and seal it with a stamp. You know what? I'm still not happy. Not happy at all. Okay, right, let's go again. All right, if you find that you mess up your wax pour like I did just then just go again. Make sure that it's nice and heated, but not so hot. You know, don't do this, by the way, if there's any alcohol around, obviously, but just make sure that it's nice and soft again, and you should be good to go. I don't think I'm going to need that little extra application. And no, that's perfect. All right then, let me show you what this looks like when it's cooled down. Okay, well that was a fun way of spending the afternoon. I am super happy with all of these. I think the taffy treats I'm going to put in my kitchen. I've got a little Skyrim section there, although it is mainly Fallout, to be honest, but nevertheless, they can go downstairs. And the probably favourite thing, Dwarven Oil. I love this. I love the way that it... Look at that. It's magical. It's actually magical. It really is. I love it. So yeah, there's that. And then the Blisterwort. Oh my God, I had a right nightmare with the seal on the top of this. I got it in the end, but I had to, as you could see, reheat it and melt it to get it as I wanted. It was a pity that the mushroom idea didn't work, but it just looked odd. So yeah, I gave up on that, but yeah, that is cute, and I will put it on the shelf with the rest of them. Okay, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and take care, stay safe. I'll see you soon for the next one.